Hello, Flosstube. Elizabeth Martinez, phantastitches here with my Flosstube update number 355. The little froggy friend. We all love frogs. Somebody had posted something on, I guess on Facebook. I don't know if it was a WIPGO group or just saying something about a whole bunch of, I don't know what she said, African frogs, I think, had come to visit her. She had some major mistake that she had to fix or whatever. So, yeah. So I thought our little froggy friend there. I did have a little visit from the frog, a little tiny frog. And Caroline, what is her last name? I think her last name is McNaughton. She does a Friday off the grid group, stitching group. That's her channel, her group, whatever. But she had taught. She had a little tutorial on a technique that I've used several times since then, of like fixing, like when you have a very short thread, and you want to weave it under something that you have a short thread for whatever reason. Like sometimes I'll accidentally, when I'm trying to maybe frog out a stitch, I'll accidentally pull a piece of thread out where I've actually had tucked it under before, or in trying to correct something, I end up with a little short piece, and it's too short to stick in the eye of the needle and weave it under. And so she had talked about a technique where you take another piece of thread and pull that under, and then you keep you have a loop start, so you have a loop sticking out, and you use that to grab that little short piece of thread and then pull it under the surrounding threads. So I'll try to show a little bit of that, of how I did that. I know it's probably not making sense the way I'm trying to explain it. But anyway, so I do have a finish, some birthday stitching. Hold on a second. Let me turn off the sound of my phone. Sorry. I had a little bit of a scare earlier because I thought I had left my phone at the grocery store. Fortunately, it was just down inside my purse. I couldn't see it. Yeah. So I even got anxious. I went out and looked in the car. I thought maybe I'd left it in the car, and it wasn't in the car. So I thought, did I leave it at the grocery store? Because we had just gotten back from the store. But like I said, it had fallen down inside my purse, and when I looked at my purse, I didn't see it. It was, but yeah. So my sister had, she called it before we went running back to the grocery store. She called my phone, and I found it. So it was a little scary. Anyway, so I'm gonna start with some finishes. So last week I talked about Chameleon. This is a Tinymodernist design, and I think I bought this last year. I think it was a market release last year or something, because I know I ordered it from Keepsakes. And so I think that's where I saw it. It was, in the market stuff or whatever. Either last spring, a year ago, whatever. So anyway, so I had ordered it then, and at that time I had stitched. Maybe it was 2 years ago. I don't know. I had stitched quite a bit of it, and so I just had this lighter color of this back left, and then a bunch of these little flower things. I had done some of them, but not all of them. And there's a little bit of back stitching involved with just the flower stems or whatever. So my goal in WIPGO for this one was to finish it, and I did. And I finished it just like last Saturday. I talked about the October Rabbit that I had finished it before my update last Saturday. So I think the 1st of October was what I have to look at my calendar. It was Tuesday or Wednesday? Tuesday. So by Saturday, I had finished the October Rabbit. I think I finished it like in 2 days or something, because you know what was left on it. And so I started working on a Chameleon, and I finished it like Tuesday morning or late Wednesday night. But yeah, there it is. So I put in this mushroom and then a lot of the flowers. I had the black branch already done and the darker colors on the chameleon and his face, except for the eye and the little backstitched mouth. So I had done, parts of this. I had done these leaves on these white flowers, and I had done the black middles. And, so I had done off and on some things. But so I finished this branch of flowers and the backstitched branch and all the flowers. And I think I had done already the little fronds here, but not the flowers on there. And I don't think I had done any of this yet, or maybe I had done the greenery on this. No, I had done the flowers, yeah. I had not done the backstitching there. But so I put in those 2 mushrooms and this little flower thing here. And then I did all of this, the back of the chameleon. And I thought it was all one color looking at that chart. But there's actually, you can see like a yellow in between here on his back. You can see it a little bit there. So I did that, and I finished it. Yeah. Very cute pattern. This light is, blowing out a little bit. It's late in the afternoon. So anyway, that's Karma Chameleon. This is 25 count Lugana from Hobby Lobby, and the color is blue steel. And I don't know if they still carry it or not. Hobby Lobby it was really great for a while. They carried a lot of really great fabrics, like the Miranda Correa that I've been doing the rabbits on. They carried a whole bunch of colors in that, and then they reduced it down to like one color, and now I don't even know if they offer it anymore. And they had the 25 count Lugana. They had it in blue, and they had it in like a white, like ivory or white or something. And I think they might still have the white color. I don't know if it's ivory or ice or something like that. They had it for a while, but I don't know if they still do. And I don't know that they have the blue steel color anymore. So it's they have a lot of Ada. They have, different colors of Ada, different sizes of Ada. And they have, I think like 1 or 2 kinds of, like 28 count, even weave or something like that. I think Joann's has a better selection now, and even Michael's. Michael's doesn't have much, but they have threads and they have some fabrics. And Joann, I think, has threads. They have a lot of threads, and they have a little bit of fabric to choose from. And they have a few notions and things there. I like the hoops they have at Hobby Lobby, but even those they're kind of cutting back on. So they had once put back in the day, in the 90s or so, when I first started stitching, they had a lot of stuff. They had a lot of patterns, a lot of things, and then over the years, what do you call it? What is the word I want? Scrapbooking began to be a craze, and so they have all kinds of papers, and notions and things like that for scrapbooking. And they, at that time, cut way back on their cross-stitch stuff, and it was almost non-existent. And then about 2 years ago, there was like a resurgence. They had all kinds of kits and patterns and hoops and notions, and they even had like needle minders and things like that. And you know, the thread selection was really good, and the fabric selection was really good. And then that lasted about a year or so, and then whoop, you know, it cut down to almost nothing now. And so I don't know. I was hoping, I was like, oh, that's really good. That's really lucky, because, you know, because buying fabric at a needlework store is good. It's great. You can see the fabrics. You can, and some of them, a lot of them, you know, they'll cut down to the size you need or whatever. But it's more expensive, you know, obviously. And you know, they do have a variety of, you know, people who dye fabric and stuff like that. And, you know, so it's great that you can have that choice at a needlework store, or you can like buy it online. You know, maybe you can't handle it and see the color except for how your computer interprets it or whatever. So you have a little bit of less, I want to say, control in a case like that. But you know, but of course you have a wide variety of count and color and all of that. And I was hoping, you know, for a while that Hobby Lobby was kind of getting on board with a lot of that, with at least a lot of choice when it came to, you know, like that Murano Carré range of colors that they carried for a while, and things like that, that, you know, that there was something a little more, with a little more variety, a little bit cheaper, you know, alternative. But now that seemed to have gone by the wayside. And I understand, you know, like, you know, the business is in business to make money, and if something doesn't sell, you know. Yeah, so anyway, I digress. But anyway, so that's where I got that 25 count Lugano. So onward and upward. So I finished my number 8 WIPGO pull, which was the October Rabbit, which I finished, and Karma Chameleon, which I finished. So the number 17 pull was Year in the Woods Barn Owl, which I have not started yet. I did do the like border, you know, that I devised for these. You know, I did a little bit of the border just to help define where the barn owl is going to go, but I didn't actually start on the barn owl. But I did do a little bit of work on the fox. My goal on the fox is 7 days, and I've done 2 or 3 of the 7 days so far, because I started it when I finished Karma Chameleon. I started maybe the next day, Wednesday or something. So I stitched on it Wednesday, maybe Tuesday and Wednesday, and then on Thursday was my birthday, so I started my birthday stitching. And then on the 11th, which was yesterday, I continued with my birthday stitching. So I haven't gotten back to the fox yet. But, so on the fox, I had done all the trees and almost all the little snow drops. There's like 2 right here that I haven't done yet. And there's one either over here or over here, one of these individual things I haven't done yet. But I had done like the white on his chest and everything up to about here, and like some of the white on his tail, not all of it, but I've done, you know, some of it. But I had not done any of the black on his face or his paws or anything like that. So when I picked up the fox the other day, I did work on a lot of that. So I did the black on his face, so he has a face now. His face is finished. And I did this brown color on the edge, part of the like design stuff, and then it outlines his back. So I was doing that, and I just basically got to the end of the thread here. But I would like, I think the inside, this is all done as I recall. Yeah, so it's just the, you know, more of the orange and white, and I think there's some of the orange, there's a pattern there, you know. Like here, you know, there's this orange pattern, and then around it is a lighter orange color, right? And then there's a gray that goes here, and I want to do that next as well as finish this brown and stuff. But I want to do this gray just because it's not so hard to see here on screen, but like stitching individually, it's kind of hard to see these green squares that I've left empty for the stitching. It's easy to sort of not see it and forget to fill it in or whatever. Like I noticed that when I was doing this here, you know, that it's hard to see. So I would like to do that gray, and I think there's some gray over here, just so that, you know, to get it taken care of so I can see what I'm doing. And I did do, the two front paws are finished, and I did this black outline, and so I'm working on his back paws here, and then the black continues up, you know, on the inside of his tail, and the outside of his tail to define it. So, but I didn't want to go too far afield without something to, you know, to sort of anchor it and keep from making a mistake there. So, but it's coming along, and I have a few more days, so that maybe by next Saturday I'll have more work done. And I'm hoping, I'm so close that if I stitch diligently on this, I may actually be able to finish it. This is the swans and the jackrabbit, or the other two on this, this 1, 2, and 3 on this piece of fabric. So like I said, hopefully, maybe I can, if I'm really diligent, I can finish the fox. And like I said, there's, I guess it's over here that there's like a single little snowdrop thing that goes in here somewhere, either here or here. And then there's a couple that go right here between his feet. But yeah, so that's the fox. And like I said, I have, I think 3 more days to finish that, or 2 or 3 days to continue working on that. And then Thursday was my birthday, and I had decided that for my birthday I would continue working on the patterns from Black Cat season. This is by Lindy Stitches, and there were 6 of these Black Cat season patterns, and you could do them individually, or you could do them as a bell pull, which is how she had conceived finishing it. And so she had a bunch of little accoutrement, you can call it, I guess. There's like a wooden topper thing to hang it from, and I had that. I didn't pull it out or whatever. But I think, I want to say Beth Twist's husband made them out of, you know, he like gets like found wood on his property, you know, trees that have fallen or whatever, and makes stuff out of them. And so he had made the toppers and painted, like, I think there's little black cats painted on them, whatever, but they're very cute. So I bought like everything that she offered with this Black Cat series. So I bought all the patterns. There's 6 of them. And then I also downloaded there's like some border designs that you can put in between the things. And I bought the fabric, which is a Raspberry Latte by Grace Note Fabrics. It's 32 count Blackberry Latte
by Gray Snow Fabrics. It's a linen, and it's a skinny quarter, right? Fat quarter, skinny quarter. So but it's long and narrow. So I have it rolled up here. I have the other patterns rolled up here. But this one here, this is number 3. May the blackest cat you've ever seen make you smile on Halloween. So that's this one here. And then this is one of the borders. There are a few different borders in between the things, but this is the House Panther. This is number 4. So I put in the words House Panther. There are some backstitched little arrows here that point up at the window, and I finished filling in the green on the shutter things. I thought I had finished this, but there actually were 2 more rows that I had to do, and then I finished filling in. I had written the word fierce on there, but I had not filled in the green part yet. And then I put in the window, and right now I'm working on the curtains. You can see there's a little cat shape that goes right here, and his tail goes over here, and finishing the curtains up to here. So I think I'm going to work on this some more, because I should be able to finish this number 4 pattern today, you know. And this thread here, I just have it, you know, to mark like the end of the thing, so that the next, you know, patterns that I put in there, I put in the right place, you know, not one stitch over too far or whatever. So it looks crooked, but it's just because the fabric is crooked and the hoop, whatever. But and this little needle minder I bought somewhere, not from Lindy Stitches, but I thought it was appropriate to go with this black cat season. And I have a black pair of scissors, and I bought the thread pack, which was Week Star Works threads to go with this. And so yeah. So if I could just finish it, I have to finish number 4, and then there's 5 and 6. Because when I first bought it, I want to say a year ago. I think that's when 2023 was the copyright date. So I bought it a year ago, and I just, you know, and I went gangbusters on it for a while, and then of course I've got, you know, WIPGO distraction and other things, you know, so I didn't quite finish it. So I have 2 more things to go, and it was not on my WIPGO board this year, but so maybe it will be next year, so I can finish it and, you know, get it done. But so yeah, so that's number 4. So and when I was in college, we realized that there were several of us in the college orchestra whose birthdays were in October. So we had a little October birthday party for all of us. And there was me and a couple of string players, 2 or 3 string players, and my friend Chris Fitz. She was a bass player. I knew him from Youth Symphony. I was, I think, a year ahead of him, a year older than him. And at one point I had gotten sick and I had to drop out of one semester, the latter half of my spring semester 1 year. And so I was in a couple of classes with him the next year, because I had to wait until the fall to retake some stuff, whatever. So he and I, you know, we had been good friends. We'd been friends before, but then we became good friends that year. And so his birthday was on the 11th. And I know he passed away at one point. We had kind of lost touch a little bit. And so, yeah, I was thinking, you know what, I'm going to keep stitching on this, you know, for Chris's birthday. It's like John Lennon, his birthday was on the 9th. My birthday was on the 10th. Chris's birthday was on the 11th. My cousin Paul, that passed away this year, his birthday was on the 23rd. I think my grandfather, my dad's dad, I think his birthday was this month also. I'm not sure. My cousin Jim, his birthday is on the 10th also. So, you know, I always say October is the best month. Yeah, you know, there's the balloon fiesta in Albuquerque. There's Halloween. There's, you know, a lot of times my birthday falls on the same day as like Columbus Day, you know, and so you know, all the banks and post office and everything are closed, and I always say they're closed for my birthday. Anyway, so so I worked on that for as my birthday stitch. And speaking of my birthday, I got a lot of just birthday swag. So one of my viewers, both on this channel and on the Three Sisters channel, Teresa, whose last name I could never, I don't know how to say it, Chuckly, she, the other day, my sister and I went to check the mail, and there was this big package, and it says like, to the mail carrier delivering this package, thank you, happy mail just for you, pretty things inside, thanks USPS, I'd be lost without you, stay healthy, stay safe. You know, and it says, you know, do not bend, you know, handle with care or whatever. But it said, as the return address, it says TPP limited edition. That's Twin Peak Primitives limited edition. And it was addressed to Three Sisters Creative. So I thought it was like, you know, for the other channel with my sisters and I. But so I opened it up, and do this in the right order here. And so there was this little note inside. It was from the Etsy site. It says, "Have a wonderful birthday and many more. Thank you for my tiny cross stitch kit." There was one of our giveaways on the Three Sisters Creative thing. Thank you for my tiny cross stitch kit, Teresa. So Teresa had sent me this little note from Twin Peak Primitives. And so what I got from there, from the TPP limited edition site, was this project bag, this nice canvas bag, and it has a print of Dutch Winter, which is one of their designs, it's on the bag, and it's inside. So here's Dutch Winter, is the design. It's really nice. I don't know if there's a lot of glare here, so I can get it without the glare. So there's this couple. There's the windmill. There's some birds up there, snow on the tree, snowflakes in the sky. There's that. And it came with this little kit thing. So inside the kit, there is a bunch of fun stuff. If I can get it out. There's a packet of Crystal Light. There is a couple of little emery boards. There is a set of floss drops with the pattern on there. Really nice little like vinyl, I want to say. And they have on the back where you can write the floss number on there. So those are fun. And then a needle minder that has the print on there. And then this little envelope thing that has a, get it out here, that has a, it's like a library card, but you can put, you know, like your details of your pattern on there, you know, like when you started it and what, you know, the name of the design and the designers and all that stuff. So thank you, Teresa. Thank you so much. So that's nice little fun birthday swag. And then also, my sister-in-law, Rachel, drop this without dropping it, gave me this, it's this little throw blanket thing, and I didn't want to take it out of the package, you know, yet. But it says, it has all these elephant things on it, these little elephant panels. So it says, just a girl who loves elephants is in the middle here. And they're just all kinds of things. I think, if I can read them. Keep calm and love elephants. Peace, love, and elephants. I love elephants. Something like, I like elephants and maybe 3 people. I am an elephantophile. Your argument is irrelevant, and so on and so forth. So there's a bunch of little cute designs on there. So thank you, Rachel. That's fun. And then I kind of made a little, well, okay, I did pull the trigger on this. There was something that I was watching Just Keep Stitching, and of course they have the pattern of the month, which is a Twin Peak Primitives design, you know, that they feature every week. And not this past Sunday, but the Sunday before, they had featured one called Quirky Christmas. They had done quirky animals earlier in the year, and I don't know if it was a market release or whatever, like, you know, in August or whatever. But it was very popular. A lot of people had ordered it, and I did not order it at the time, you know, and but after I saw this one, I thought, ooh, I really like it. This Quirky Christmas, their little ornaments, animals and other Christmas designs. And so I kind of hem and hawed about it. And come Friday, you know, the promotional, you know, offers are usually a week, you know, from one video to the next video, and then by the next video they offer something else. And so I thought, well, you know, if I really want it, it's, you know, it's discounted, and so I'm going to go ahead and get it. And so I think Friday or something, I had gone ahead and pulled the trigger on it. But then, so on Sunday they did another video, and because they are going to a couple of different retreats, they're not going to make another video until the beginning of November. I think the first Sunday in November. And so they had talked to the twins, like, you know, did we do something else? Do we not do anything, you know, for the rest of the month or whatever? And so they had decided to just keep offering the Quirky Christmas for the rest of the month until November. So anyway, but I had already bought it, so it was fun. So I bought the PDF version, so there's several patterns in this little, it's really kind of like a booklet. But, so these are the little things. There's like a little Santa elf kind of thing. And there's an owl, there's an angel, there's a tree, there's the 3 wise men, there's, I think it's called Santa Lucia is what that design is called. Somewhere. Yeah, Santa Lucia. And there's like a little, there's a reindeer, and there's this little straw. I don't know if it's a reindeer. It's not a reindeer. It's something else. I can't remember. But anyway, and there's little gnomes. So yeah, very, very cute. So I had gone ahead and gotten that. And then when I was doing the Black Cat season, one of the colors that's used on there is Weeks Dye Works Mulberry. It's used on the outside of the window and on the words here. And when I was stitching it, I was down to like one length of thread from that skein in addition to what I was using at the time. And I thought, gosh, you know, I should buy some more, because I don't know what else the other 2 patterns, how much of that mulberry is used. And I thought, I should get some more. And so we went to the attic, to get some more. And when I got back later on, I was looking in my Black Cat season project bag, and there's another skein of mulberry already in there. But anyway, so I had bought that, gone to the attic to buy that thread. And while I was there, I bought a couple of more patterns. So this one is Frostbite by Amanda Mae McNaughton. Very cute little, kind of a scary looking snowman there. Here we go. Ardith Designs is the design house, if you will. So it's a very cute little snowman with this kind of fierce, scary teeth there. But it is, and it's not too big. It's 87 by 83. But it uses Presencia Finca threads. There is a DMC conversion included, but it has like some blends to get the DMC colors, So I may look to see if I could find those threads, that brand of threads, and we'll see how that goes. If not, I might use fancy floss that corresponds to the look or whatever. But like what they use for the, I guess, the white, in some cases it's also like two different colors in the Presencia colors that are listed, and it's listed as a white and a metallic silver. And in the DMC conversion, it's B5200 plus metallic light effects in there. So we'll see what it looks like eventually when I get around to working on it. I don't anticipate working on this right away, but I thought it was such a fun little design, and I went ahead and got it. And then the other thing I had was, when I was looking at some of the little odds and ends they had, scissors and scissor fobs and various things. One of the things they had were a couple of little packages that had like little stickers that I guess you could cut them out. They weren't, didn't have, I don't think they had specific outlines or whatever for the stickers. It was, you could cut them apart however you wanted and use them. And so there was one that had this parade of elephants, and it had little elephant designs and stuff from the cross-stitch pattern, and it had the designer, which was "Hello from Liz Matthews" on there. But it was just just a little sticker packet thing, and so I thought, well, okay, if this is from "Hello from Liz Matthews," then there should be a corresponding design, and so I asked one of the ladies there about it, and she said, I know we have some Hello from Liz Matthews designs, but I don't know that we have that one. And so we were gonna, I just thought, I need to go ahead and place an order for it. And then, so I was then doing some other shopping, and she came and said she had talked to somebody, and they said, oh yeah, we have that one. So she went and she found it on the, in the store. So I got Parade of Elephants. Now, I did a blue flower design it was in my Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. She did, I think, 4 designs of animals. They were different, groupings of animals. I can't think of the names of the different groupings, but it was, anyway, but so this one, so it has a similar name. If it's not Parade of Elephants, it's like a Parade of Elephants or something like that. But this one says a Parade of Elephants down here. But anyway, so so there's the elephants, and there's some banners, and it says parade today, and all that. So yeah, so I thought that was very cute. And so I think this is all yeah, DMC. So it says this is a third installment of a collaboration between Hello from Liz Matthews and Kathy Barrick. So it's very similar in concept to Elizabeth Hannigan Stitch, her group that she had featured in the magazine. Yeah. So I went ahead and bought this one. I did not get the stickers after all, and I kind of thought, oh, maybe I should have, but you know, since I was already buying the 2 patterns, and you know, I didn't do that. And the other thing I bought for myself as a birthday present was this Owala bottle. My sister has one, and my sister Naomi has one, and I was actually kind of jealous of it a little bit. The nice thing about the Owala bottles, this one, there's a couple, you know, a couple of different models, types, and this particular one has this little loop. You can carry it by the loop if you want, but also it has this little button. It snaps open, and it has this double. This is a free sip design, so it has like a straw here, but it also has this sort of guzzler thing. So you could either guzzle the water from the big opening, or you can sip from the straw. What I liked about it is the idea that, you know, with orchestra, you know, if you have a water bottle in there, you don't want to have to like tip it up, you know, to drink from it. You can still take a subtle, like, you know, sip, and, you know, not, you know, you have a little more choice, or a little more subtlety in that, and it doesn't spill, which is important. I can stick it in my bag, or I can, you know, whatever, and not worrying about it leaking. Yeah. So also, I want to choose, like, I don't want to cover it with stickers. I don't want it to be, you know, but I have these stickers that I've gotten from Dutch Brothers, which is a local, it's kind of like Starbucks, but better. Not expensive as Starbucks, and a little more variety of kinds of drinks that they have there. But anyway, so there's one that's actually rather nearby here. And every once in a while they have stickers and stuff. So they have like this candy apple kind of sticker. And this one, Windmill Wonderland. Windmill, because that's their logo. Yeah. And there's this one. I'm kind of leaning toward this one, possibly. And there's this that I got from, I want to say it's from, Lindy Stitches. It's not a Dutch Brothers sticker. I know this is a cross-stitching sticker somewhere. But there's this one. And there's this kind of richer one, 1992. So I guess that's the year they were founded or whatever. Yeah. Team Dutch. This one. That they were doing a fundraiser for the Children's Hospital locally or whatever. But And then there's this one that just came out. Oh, and there's this other one here, this pumpkin. Yeah, so I don't know. I really have a hard time deciding. And then I have this little dinosaur one that I got from the man who conducts our little orchestra that I play in. He every once in a while has some stickers and stuff, and so he had this one. So I might do that one as well. I don't know. Anyway, so something else I have to decide, because like I said, I don't want to. I like the color of this bottle, and I don't want to plaster it with stickers, but I really like them. And I'm really kind of not a sticker person, but having some place to put them all now, I might become more of a sticker person. But I have more stickers than I have places to put them, so I said, and like I know a lot of people put stickers in their like cross-stitching book of days kind of thing, and I don't know, I'm still thinking about it. Because like I don't want to put them somewhere in something that I'm going to throw away, because what's the point of that? But anyway, so my sticker dilemma. Anyway, so that is all I have, I think, to share this time around. I'm hoping that maybe I can finish that Black Cat season pattern, which will leave me just 2 to go. And then maybe, if I'm diligent and work hard, I can finish the fox. And then I have the barn owl as my other secondary chart for the WIPGO that I need to start. And hopefully I can get some progress done. Today is the 12th, and I have the rest of the month of October really to finish those 3 things. So if I can finish Black Cat season pattern, maybe finish the fox, and get some significant progress on the barn owl, I'll be sitting pretty. I'll be doing well. I'll be, all those cliches. But I did want to talk briefly about the what I did with the little error on Chameleon. So here, this big pink flower, down here at the very bottom row, you see there's 1 stitch and a 1 blank square, and then the 2 pink stitches that are right on top of this black branch of the that he's sitting on. Well, when I was stitching it, because I was probably stitching it when I was half asleep, I was doing the loop method, and doing the out and back kind of way of working on it. And so when I had started with this long line here, and so I had gone down and done this, and gone down and done that, and then I had come back up and continued on around. And as I came around, I realized I had done this backwards. I had done 2, and then had left the blank spot, and I was going to do, when I came around this way, I was going to do 1. And I thought, oh, that's wrong. And I thought, well, it's very minor. I could just stick an extra stitch in there, and it would be like 4 across the bottom, and it wouldn't be a big deal. I could do that. Or I could correct it. But, the stitches were part of, I had done them some time ago. So if I had corrected them, I couldn't correct it without messing up what I had done before. But so what I did was I snipped the thread of the 2 stitches, so that I took those 2 stitches out. And so I had 1 little snub of thread for this side and 1 little snub of thread for that side. And so what I did was I took a piece of thread and I did a loop. So I stuck the 2 ends of the thread in the needle, so it was like a loop, right? And I passed the needle under the threads, and used the loop to catch that end of the thread, and I pulled it under the other stitches that I already had. And I did the same thing with the other side. And then I went ahead and stitched the correct stitches on the flower. So you can see right here a little bit, you know, this little stubby end or here with a fuzzy thing on it is one of those cut ends. And like I said, I grabbed it with that loop and pulled it under the threads to anchor it. And then I did the same thing with the other side of the thing. I think it's up here somewhere. And then this is the corrected stitch. But so it looks a little fussily back here, and it's a little bit, like Carolyn said, it's a little bit fiddly to do because you have to, like, you know, put that loop over the thread and pull it through. But it works wonders, and you can never tell that it was corrected here. So anyway, if you want a tutorial on how to do that, you can just look it up under Friday Off the Grid. She has a whole bunch of, you know, she's done several Flosstubes and whatever, but it's in there somewhere, you know, if you want to look for it. But anyway, so next week I hope to have more progress done, and maybe finishes done with the things I had mentioned before, the black cat season and fox. We'll see how that goes. Until then, it looks like, yeah, I just have those two to finish, and who knows what else I'll do between now and then. If I get a good start on those, good work on those, we'll see. So I will see you next time, and I think that's it. Yeah. All right, so until then, thanks for watching, and I will see you next week.